Yep. Oh, there we go. All right. Sexual healing with Thaddeus and Evan. All right. Welcome back to another
special guest, Victor.
Sandwiched in the middle. There we go. Welcome back to another HVAC Success Secrets Revealed, live from the Service Rocket Summit here in Vegas.
Profit Rocket
Blueprint.
Profit Rocket Growth Summit. We changed the name, baby.
Oh.
Don't even say it. Service Rocket's trademark. We ain't talking about Service Rocket. Don't mention it. Don't say it.
Done.
It's all Profit Rocket.
Profit Rocket.
All right, there you go. I was wondering when that
Thanks
was
for the
happen.
memo.
Yeah.
It's already happened before the event started. I announced it.
Done. All right.
All right.
Sick. Profit Rocket. The Blueprint's live on Monday.
Yes.
Sponsor of the show,
Yes.
yourself and Sarah.
Yes.
Love both you guys. Dude, this event has been off the hook already.
Yep.
And it's not even done yet.
Yeah, man. I kind of told everybody, like, when I do shit, I say I'm going to do it big. I mean that shit. And I think I proved it with this event. And that was my goal going in, is just make something that was special that, like, if you weren't here, you should have been here. And we're going to talk about this for a long time. And that's kind of what my goal was from the beginning.
Nice. And I wasn't at last year's event, but I was actually chatting with Patrick Lang, and he's like, last year's event wasn't the first event. You actually had one in your parking lot with like 4 speakers. And, you know, he was saying coming from that to what it is now is absolutely amazing. So,
yeah, man, that's the OG parking lot experience. So, this was like, my whole life I throw parties. Like, it was a kid, like my parents left on vacation, the keg was rolling in the back door. You know what I mean? So, like, I was always known for the parties. I remember I was at a high school football game and we lost on a Hail Mary and the whole crowd's silent. And someone jumps up in the crowd, says, "Fuck it, we're going to Victor's house." And we had a party, and we're like, we had a meeting, like, win or lose, we booze, man. We're gonna have a good time. So, it's kind of carried me through it, and that's kind of how I've always created relationships. Is always being, very open and talking to a lot of people and inviting them to do things. And the OG one was during COVID. No venue was having anybody. There was no events. Service World, all these other events are all shut down. I said, "Hey, who wants to come party with me in my parking lot?" So I rented out I had this giant tent put up, put a stage in there. We had like about 100 people show up at the parking lot party, which was crazy. We even had Ken Goodrich there. So Ken Goodrich is there in a parking lot in front of my shop. Like, what the fuck? And, he's up there talking and no one even gave a shit because we were so drunk having a good time and smoking cigars and stuff. But it was crazy. And legends on a stage in a parking lot party. And then obviously we grew into last year. We had, Grant Cardone and stuff. And the big thing this year was I no longer had anybody to answer to besides for myself on budget. So obviously started a new business. Like my other way before I had to answer to business partners, stuff like that. Now it's like, hey, it's Victor's show. And when I do shit, I do it big. And I went way over budget. We probably lost a couple $100,000 on the event, but it wasn't about that. It wasn't about making the money. It was about changing the industry and getting everybody together and realizing this is the new era of home services. Like that's our motto of this event. This is the new era. And we're here. This is how we do things: bigger, faster, and better.
Yeah. Well, and like having chatted with people that went to Service World Expo before that, and like the difference of these two events is absolutely amazing. And I just want to say deep down, thank you for putting this on, and thank you for getting us, in here to be able to do it, because seeing people and putting the faces to the names of everybody that we chat with in the groups and online is just absolutely phenomenal. So thank you for that.
And I think that one of the big things that I said from the beginning when I got here is like, I wanted to make it special for everybody that came.
Memberships are dead.
Depends who you ask. I don't.
Well, if you were here, you would understand why memberships are dead. But since you guys didn't show up, you don't understand what's going on. So we're on the know. You guys are on the outside. So at the end of the day, man, like I wanted to make this. And if you guys have been here at the event, like what have I been doing the whole time? Talking to everybody. I shook everybody's hand. I made sure everybody's having a good time. And I set out when I did this thing that I was going to make an experience for people that are going to enjoy it. They're going to get every penny's worth. The speaker's going to be badass. The parties are going to be badass. The venue's going to be amazing. I didn't skimp on everything. And if you guys came here, this hotel is just phenomenal. When I first saw it, I said, I got to have my event here. Don't care what it costs. Just figure it out. And we did it, man. And I think that I just wanted to make an experience for people. And that's what I've been working on this whole time.
No, I love that.
Well, and it's about value, right? You've over-delivered on the value component of it. The relationships that are built here, the speakers that you have, it's phenomenal. And the amount of adjustments that you had to make on the fly. Like Tommy was supposed to speak yesterday. He wasn't here in time, so you threw him in this morning, crushed it. You guys were on stage. The panel you did yesterday, He's thrown together a tremendous event, and a lot of it, like, it's just on the fly adjustments.
It's business. It's business and life, man. When we're dealing with business and life, it's things come at you, right? And as a business owner, like when you guys are first starting out, every little problem that happens, all of a sudden it's a huge issue, right? Oh my God, it's the end of the world. All these things are going to happen. But as you start getting beat down enough, like things don't phase you anymore. And that's where I'm at this point. Like in my business, I don't get phased by anything. All it is what's next? What do we do? How do we react to it? And the same thing when you're throwing an event, you can't just like, even right now, I just got hit with it. Hey, we have to cancel your outdoor party, 60-mile-an-hour winds. I've been planning this outdoor party for a freaking year. This is why one of the reasons I picked the venue. I said, okay, cool. They're like, well, what do you want to do? And I was like, we have no options. So we got to make another one. So I'm like, okay, pivot, rent out that nightclub. Let's get this. I have these VIP cabanas sold out. I need those people to have their own VIP bottle service and all the stuff inside this. So I changed it within a second. This is like 5 minutes ago. Kind of pissed off, but I changed it. We're still going to have a badass venue, still going to put on a badass show, but you know, it's business, man. You got to be able to pivot. If you can't pivot in business, you're never going to win.
Right. And you pivot quick.
Yeah.
Pivot quick, right? Speed. And that's it. You talk about any of the businesses that have this high level of success and their speed to implement. How can the Profit Rocket, the business blueprint, help somebody get faster and quicker at their business?
So if you guys don't know what the Profit Rocket business blueprint is, I've been talking about it little by little. I literally took my entire brain of everything I've learned in the last 4 years, actually the last 7.5 years. So they got sales process. I got everything in this thing. And I took my brain and put it into a platform where you can watch it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's not only my brain, but it's also Michelle's. And Michelle's got her high-end background in financials, culture building, all these processes within your business to make it quicker and easier for you to win. So we have like 280 videos in there. We have every call script, SOP. We teach you how to build your QuickBooks, how to build out your chart of accounts, how to run a service call, how to run everything in your business. Pretty much, like literally, it's I won't say it's a franchise in a box. So like you have 280 videos, you get all of our spreadsheets, all of our presentation books, everything that I use to win in the house and win in my business is inside of there. So. And, you know, we just launched it at the event. We've sold, I think, almost 100 of them already. So it's been pretty badass.
Nice. Makes up for that couple $100,000 loss from the event.
Nothing makes up for losing money, dude. You guys, you know, down at the casino last night. Yeah, right. They ain't coming back.
I love it, man. Where can people find out the info on the blueprint?
If you guys want to go to callprofitrocket.com. Go callprofitrocket.com. You can guys go ahead and set up a demo. My team will jump on with you. We're only taking 100 companies the first year. So we only have about 10 slots left, I believe. We're going live on Monday. So try to get in there. It's badass. Once you guys see a demo of it, you're gonna be like, holy crap, I get all of this for that price. It's insane.
Dope. Of that is on the it's on the show right there.
Well, and I know I've talked to a couple business owners already that did get a chance to demo it here, and they fucking love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Everything that I do, man. I made it an open book. So when you start a business, you don't know where to look for help. And guess what? You go to a business coach, and what does that business coach give you? This much, the little sliver of things you need, and he keeps giving you sliver after sliver after sliver after sliver. So you keep paying him over and over and over and over and over again. And that's not right. And I don't think it's right. I say, hey, look, I'm going to give you everything and I'm going to keep adding stuff in there. So we have over 100 new videos planned that we start next week that we're going to add more and more layers to this thing. And obviously the price is going to go up as we start scaling it. But the main thing with us is I wanted to give you everything you could fucking win today. So you can decide how quickly you want to grow. If it's not up to me giving you the information, you have all the information at your fingertips. You can watch it 24 hours a day. Now it's on your ass to implement. And that's one of the hardest things is I can give everybody every piece of information I know, but if you can't implement it, doesn't help anyways.
Right. Well, and you look at when people give away the value in that, everybody's like, well, I'm going to give it away to everybody because 95% of the people that are going to get it aren't going to do jack shit with it. The 5% that are going to do it are going to find it anyways. So now you're giving those people a leg up to be able to grow the business and just completely change the way that the industry's ran.
If I had this when I started my business, I would have saved millions upon millions of dollars, hours and hours of stress, and I would already be over $100 million right now. So if I would have known this is literally everything that I know now, and it's gonna as we grow it, as new things come in, and we're gonna be adding new stuff as the industry changes and stuff that you're gonna need to know. All this stuff is gonna be in there. It's fantastic, but we also have some fantastic partners that are in there that we're structuring amazing our equipment deals, financing deals, all kinds of stuff that you're going to benefit from. So you're going to get the package, you're going to get all my brain, but you're also going to get benefits from back end from our affiliates that are jumping in on this. I'm telling you right now, by next year, we are going to be the #1 training company in the entire home service industry as soon as everybody finds out about this, because they're going to say, holy shit, this guy's different.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Mm-hmm. Well, and when I've talked to contractors in the past, they've asked, like, why should I get a mentor? Why should I get a coach? I mean, to me, it's compressing decades into days.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you're looking for, everyone's always looking for a silver bullet, but they're not willing to go and do the stuff that's needed. Like for me, if I didn't meet Billy Stevens, if I didn't meet Bill Pulte, if I didn't meet these guys that started giving me all this knowledge, I wouldn't be where I'm at. If I didn't go start talking to Tommy Mello and going and doing shop tours of all these people's businesses, I wouldn't have all this information. And a lot of guys, they're so, and I was the same way when I first started out. I thought I knew everything. And the moment that you realize you know nothing is when you can start to win. But if you think you know everything, you're never going to win a day in your life.
Right. Well, and it's putting your ego aside. The toughest thing for somebody to do is say, hey, can you help me?
Yeah, it's hard, especially when it's like, someone you're like, you want to put on a facade, right? Like I've been there where I put on a facade. Have you guys seen, like, I talk real as shit now. I'm black and white. I'll tell you how it is. Before I would put on this facade that I knew everything and this big old ego because I wanted to save my persona that like this guy's, like a savant, right? But I'm not. I don't know shit. And that's how I go into every day now is I don't know nothing. And guess what? Every day I start learning more and more and more. And that's the only way you can look at life, I think.
100%. That humility is huge. Any last thoughts you want to leave people with?
Hey, you know what? Everybody that did come to this event, thank you guys so much. Anybody that didn't get to make it out, we have some recordings you guys can purchase. But, the main thing is when you guys see me go sell my tickets next year, buy them early. Keep me some fucking stress. Like, you guys understand, like, I put out over $1 million in cash on this event. Then I got to wait for you guys to pay it back. And then, like, at the last week, I get hundreds of tickets. I'm like, dude, y'all got to chill, man. Show some respect, buy some tickets early, help your brother out. Like, it's stressful as hell trying to put these things on, and I do it for you guys. And I'm going to do a bigger one next year. We're going to Nashville first week of October, so save your calendars. It's going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, first week of October in Nashville. I got something beyond special planned. We're expecting 3,000 people to show up. It's going to be badass, and I'm going to be at the Grand Ole Opry. I got to have one of the biggest country singers in the entire world is going to play a private show for everybody that's there.
Wow.
I'm in. Sign me up.
Yeah, so
take my money now.
Cash or check.
Right. Yeah. At the end of the day, guys, man, this whole thing is about helping the industry move forward. A lot of guys say I'm in the industry. I care about everybody. If you come to my events, you'll realize who I am, man. I do give a shit about everybody, and I got to be around. I think that's been the most humbling thing this whole week is that I don't know how many people's lives I got to impact until I get in front of these people and just seeing when they come up and talk to me like, dude, you changed my life in sales. You changed my life in business, my family or whatever it is. It's like, that's the stuff that means a lot to me because I do a lot of stuff that I don't really expect anything in return for. But when I hear people talk like that, man, it just pushes me forward. It makes me want to keep going. It makes me want to do bigger stuff. And I hope that I motivate other people to be like me and try to go help as many people as possible. Because the more people you bring up, the higher it's going to push yourself up as well.
100%. I love it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you coming on.
Call profitrocket.com. Let's go, baby. Get signed up today.
Yeah,
it's going to change your business forever.
Absolutely. We'll see you guys in Nashville.